Hi again, this is Kelly Macdonald, your off-road chef. Gearing up for a busy season, giving you some new ideas. So we're going to do a polenta dish today. This would work great in a sportsmobile, your Jeep, any kind of car camping, tent camping, backpacking. So it's a polenta dish. And we're just going to fry up some polenta. I have some wonderful, very lightweight, safe catch wild tuna with chili and lime in it. And this thing is so light, it's 18 grams. So there's a lot of flavor and a lot of nutrients in this little package. Does not have to be refrigerated, which is a real plus no matter what vehicle, whether it's your legs and your backpack or a sportsmobile. You can get plenty of nutrients out of it. Salt, pepper, olive oil. Everybody's thinking, well, I'm not going to backpack with a log. But if it's the first day in, there's nothing like it. You can also make your own. And have it soft or let it set a little bit. Make it in a pot like this, flip it over on here and cut it within an hour, and you could cut little loaves out of it, not refrigerating it. The thing I like about this is it's a stable product. You don't have to worry about, there's no MSG in it. I'm very allergic to that. And you can buy sun-dried tomato or regular classic Italian style polenta, but it's a great thing. And this is a pound, so this would feed 4 people. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our camp stove going. And you could do freeze-dried or dried shrimp, reconstitute it, do those kind of things too. They're delicious, the dried prawns. That's just gonna give you a little more of an Asian flavor. So we're gonna get our fire going. Of course, the wind picked up, but I think we're gonna be all right. We're not frying chicken, so we'll be all right. So this is part of an actual oven. I was thinking about making focaccia sometime, and I make it, I think the highest elevation I ever made focaccia was 11.5 up in Sonora Meadows area, and it turned out perfect. I use this all the time. It's not really heavy. It looks heavy, but it's not that heavy, and it's a great non-stick and easy to pack. Again, I'm using my little containers. They don't leak. I love them. A little bit of salt and pepper. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm working in a little space. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut little circles right through the plastic. And this is really easy to warm. Just about a tablespoon of olive oil is what I have in there. Sorry if I didn't tell you that. So now I have the heat medium. I put this up off the ground just for fire safety. It's nice and secure. You can hear it kind of sizzling right now. And what I've done is, we're on a hill, a little bit of a hill. So what I want to do is take my Leatherman and just make sure I get the oil everywhere so they don't stick. Let that cook a little bit. We're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to that. Just a little bit. Obviously, if there was more of us, we could cook the rest of it. I want to give you options when you're going on bigger packing trips or trips where sometimes you're hosting the salad or appetizer or main course. On backpacking, in our family, we always share the responsibility. One night someone does something big as the main course, and then someone else does something. And there's always we draw for straws for the first night, because it's always the hardest usually. And we're just kind of tuning in, getting our muscles going, and then you have to get to camp and start cooking. So we always draw straws. I always lose, but we always draw straws. Anyway, so now I'm gonna flip them like this, see how many I can get over. There we go. Nice and golden brown. The nice camera lady wants to see me dump this. She's going like this. Now we're going to go ahead and add our safe catch tuna with the chili in it. Chili and lime. And I'm just gonna pour that, all that goodness in there. Ooh, it smells really good. I like spice. I'm sure you can opt for something that isn't spicy if that's where you want to go with it. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to warm this up. And you tell I'm a chef. I love using towels more than I like using the pliers. If you do it my way, just make sure you don't catch the towel on fire. That's my disclaimer. So again, medium heat. You don't want this to react too quickly because then you won't get the heat inside. I don't know if you ever had polenta where you fry it, even like mashed potatoes the next day and you make mashed potato cakes. If you do it too fast, the outside's hot but the inside's not. So I'm trying to cook this kind of relatively slowly. I have in my mixed bag tricks here a little porcini dust. Now I know you've seen me use this before. It's got that wonderful Parmesan cheese smell. So we're gonna sprinkle a little bit on top of the sun-dried tomato polenta and just a little bit in the oil to make almost like a little bit of a sauce with this moisture of the polenta. Okay, so now we're getting to the decorating part. We're gonna leave our stove on. And I'm gonna just put some of this chili lime tuna on top of each portion of the polenta. Sorry, I went somewhere for a second. I'm back. Because it has to look good, right? I forged some beautiful miner's lettuce today. So I wanna play with it a little bit. Now you could saute mushrooms, you could do whatever your fancy is. Maybe you don't like polenta per se, but some people really like the white grits. You could use white grits. And you could also make your tube at home. And that's very simple. When you're done making your polenta, you just take a heavy duty saran wrap, a nice 1 by 2 feet long, put your tube, a nice long, say this is the polenta, about like this, about anywhere to about a 1/2 foot, 6-7 inches, and then roll it, and then take both sides and take both sides like this, and then roll it, and then do this to where the sides roll up and it's very taut, and then you put clothespins on either side and refrigerate. The next day you'll have the same tube. So you could do this yourself at home. So we're just about there. This is gonna be kind of one of those pan ready kind of dishes. So all I'm gonna do is take miner's lettuce. Miner's lettuce grows wild. It's kind of like foraging for any kind of lettuces or mushrooms or anything. You should know what you're doing. A miner's lettuce is this distinctive look. After you get good at it, you can get it before the stamen comes up through the middle and it looks like a lily pad. This is very young. It almost looks like violets. So we are ready to serve this. So I want to show you just kind of, how's that? You see it? Just to recap, we have the already pre-made polenta, but you can do it at home as we spoke about. Then on top of that, after the olive oil, fry it a little bit, low and slow, right? Turn up the heat, throw in your chili lime tuna in this case. A little bit of salt and pepper. The miner's lettuce is a little garnish. You could use just about anything you want. You can use fresh herbs. And then this is just a little parmesan right on top. And there we have, I mean, this could be a meal. I mean, it is hearty. I love beans. I love freeze-dried beans, things like that. But this is just a little bit different and very filling after a long day of exercise. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to share this with the camera crew, so I can't get my germs on everything, my cooties. So I'm going to take one, kind of show you how it looks by itself. It's nice. Really good. And again, very filling. The garnish on top is really nice. And I don't believe in garnishes, just the garnish. It should make sense. A little rosemary would be nice in this. But the miner's lettuce does the job. A little nice little greenery, green chlorophyll flavor. And the tuna is really good. It's not too spicy, but just spicy enough. This is Kelly Macdonald, your off-road chef. Bon appetit. I'm going to get the business here. It's really good.